Hello. So in the previous video, we tried to make clear that there's always a lack of information or there's a lot of information available, but it's not centralized in a way that it can be utilized by many people. What we see is maintenance data is often hidden in invoices, ERP systems, Excel files, or accounting departments. And as a result of this, companies know roughly what they spend, but not exactly what they are spending, and also not which response truck is responsible for these costs. In this tutorial, I will show you how Liftbase AI solves all these problems. Over here you see the dashboard, which is obviously without any data right now, because I wanted to show you how fast Liftbase AI can take all your data and turn it into a dashboard that can be used in a good way. What I want to show you is that with this dashboard, it's of course empty because I wanted to upload the data while we're doing this tutorial, because in that way I can show you how fast Liftbase AI can turn all your data into a dashboard that everyone can use. So let's go ahead and upload documents. The documents that I will upload right now are actually fake invoices because we cannot use the real invoices from the customers that we currently already are testing this solution with. So I will start uploading these invoices now. Over here we have a Heister empty container handler. So let's upload some more documents. Here's the second Heister empty container handler. And then we have some other equipment as well. Then we say upload an AI process. And now what happens is that all the data is taken into Liftbase AI, and Liftbase will start reading all the invoices to take the data out. But I think what is most important, because we have had these questions many times from our customers, is of course to know what is happening with this data. So what you now see that all these invoices are actually in a queue. So we will just wait a little bit before all the data is taken into the system. So what we see over here is that the invoices have been processed. That means that Liftbase AI have taken in all the data and split it into the dashboard. Before we go into the dashboard, I would like to show you how the data is processed, because this is also very important if you look at European law, obviously. And we get this question many times from our customers. When you upload an invoice, the first thing that our Liftbase AI tool will do is block all the personal data. So you can tell from here, there's data from a customer, but this is taken out from the invoice before it even goes into artificial intelligence. And what you see over here, for instance, is that there was a diagnosis because the engine has been overheating, a water pump was replaced, and some other spare parts and labor was done. So here you see the invoice, here you see how it has been processed by AI. So you see the serial number, which is important because without a serial number on the invoice, it's of course not possible to take the data into the right file with the right piece of equipment. Then if you drill down, you see that everything was taken into the system as corrective maintenance. And this is important because this basically automatically flags the cost for the dashboard. And you can, if you want, manually change the flags, so to say. But AI has already been trained quite well, so it should work perfectly. But if you have, for instance, a supplier that made an invoice but didn't stipulate the repair was due to damage or due to preventive or corrective maintenance, then of course the system on itself is also not able to make a judgment in that on that point. So let's go to the dashboard. And what you see over here is that the dashboard has been generated totally by all the invoices that were put in, because we put in 54 invoices. And it shows you that at the moment there's 13 machines in the fleet. Total spendings was just a little bit lower than €250,000. And here it gives you a split of all these costs. So it shows you the amount of money spent on tires, the amount spent on powertrain, preventive maintenance, hydraulics in this case. So it shows you the total split by the blink of an eye. And the same it does for the equipment. So for reach stackers, the spendings per hour on average is this. Empty containers, it's this. Heavy duty forklifts. So it shows you a total split without having to do anything yourself. Then we have the meridian or median across the fleet. So it can tell you that, okay, based on the current fleet, which has 4 empty container handlers, these are the costs and the split, and the same for the reach stacker. And it shows you what is the average. By knowing this, of course, you make also can make a call on what is the cost on specific trucks in order for you to make a judgment whether the costs are in line or whether a truck is, of course, far too expensive. And this is where the importance of our tool comes in, because by knowing the data specifically up to this level, you can make a judgment whether a truck is still fit for purpose or not. It could be the case that, for instance, a truck you spend a lot of money on, but now is technically in a very good condition, so you can continue to use it. Or it could be that you already spent quite some money on the truck and you can tell that more things will come up shortly. That enables you to make a decision to get rid of the truck and buy a new one. So if you look at the machine level, you can basically see all the pieces of equipment that you have in your fleet, and you can basically look into any piece of equipment specifically. So, for instance, if this truck has empty container heavy-duty forklift has quite amount of running hours and quite amount of cost. So if you go and view that truck, it will give you, let's say, the reason for these costs. So you see that the corrective maintenance is quite on the high side, and it consumes a lot of tires as well. So you can basically drill into all the details of any piece of equipment in order to make up your mind what's going on with this truck, and maybe consider to maybe buy a new one. The next step that you could take in this case is actually to sell your truck. This is something that we facilitate too. With my company, Heavy Cargo Lifters, we specialized in the trade of port machinery, and we do that on behalf of our customers. So we basically look, whenever you want to get rid of a truck, we look for the best price in the marketplace and sell your truck, or the other way around. If you look to replace a piece of equipment in your fleet, you can basically talk to us and we can make sure that you will get the right piece of equipment for the kind of operations that you have. That's basically, in a nutshell, what we have to offer with Liftbase AI. I hope my presentation made clear what we have to offer to you. This software is still in development. We are still working on new features. And right now we are in the process of selecting the right customers to help us uh, build this tool even further. If you feel like you have, first of all, interest in this tool and you feel like you are the perfect fit for us to further develop this tool, then don't hesitate to contact us and we can open up a discussion to open an account for you so that you can start looking into your fleet and we can discuss the details about potential license that you can use. For now, I would like to thank you for your attention and I'm looking forward to being in touch with you and starting to give you all the fleet insight that we can facilitate for your business. Thank you very much and have a nice day.